out of the UK, and today is going to be another face shaving video. So what are we going to be using today? Number one, I have the windows closed and it's super hot again. Somehow it's just turned very hot anyway. So I hope you'll be alright with that. I might have to pause in between just to let a little bit of fresh air in. I have cold water in my basin with my flannel. And then I will be using as a soap a Boots stick. That's the original shave stick from Boots. I will be using as a brush my Evil Zebra. As a razor, the Rockwell 6C. And in that I shall be putting in my Astra blade, Astra green, and it is fourth and last use today. So let me just, this is a 3-piece. Let me just load that. Right, let me load my razor. And the paper is sticking to the razor blade. Ah, now I got it. Right, let's throw the paper away. So here I am, the Astra. It's only printed on one side, and it says Astra Superior Platinum. You most probably can't see that. Okay, so let's load that. And there you go. It has an overhang, so be careful. There's a bit of an overhang on both sides. Screw that in tight. So, and whilst we're talking, I said I'm going to be using the Boots stick. This is what it looks like. I'm going to be putting that into my shave bowl, and I shall be cutting a bit off as I did in the other video. Here we go. Cutting a slice off. Just to keep this dry. I don't like having wet soaps in the cupboard. Right, so in here I have my little piece. I'm just putting a little bit of water onto that to squeeze it down, mash it down. I didn't do a very good job of that. It sort of broke, and I've got quite a bit of water in there, but it doesn't matter, it'll bloom that way. So we'll leave that to it. Evil Zebra, I said, I'm going to be using, and then I shall, as post shave, I'll be using my trusty Aloe First spray. And aftershave wise, I'm going to use the Boots, what's it say? Freshwood Aftershave Balm. Right, let me put the knife away and then we'll get to it. Okay. Right, I'll switch you off, put the camera in front of the window where there's more light. So there you go. I'm going to be taking my glasses off. I also have my towel here today, so I hope I'm better prepared than last time. All right. Let me see. The synthetic brush, you don't need to soak, so that just needs dipping in, which I will be doing in a minute. So first of all, glasses off, get my face wet. Cold water today. I have a bit of a sore spot here. That's still from the bramble cutting last week. It hit me in the face, and that's not wanting to heal properly. Right, there you go. So just dipping my evil zebra into the cold water, shaking it out. So you can see the tips are wet, but there's not a lot of water in there because I also have some water in here. So I've put the camera a bit weird today, haven't I? A bit of a funny angle. Anyway, so let's get the soap isn't mashed down enough, it's moving. So let me just press that down a bit more. Okay, here we go. So I'm bowl lathering again. This is, I think this is a 24 millimeters, the brush, I'm not quite sure. It's definitely more than a 22 because I only have one 22 millimeters. And the soap is still moving about. Right, I have to redo that again. It's being a bit complicated today, isn't it? Try mash that down as hard as I can. It doesn't want to stay. It's broken up, but it's still moving around. I love the scent of this soap. So I have not added any more water to this. Ah, that's one thing I didn't prepare is my measure, my syringe. Okay, I think this is well loaded. So I'm now going to add the water. Here comes out my syringe. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Fill it up with 1 teaspoon, 5 milliliters. 5 milliliters, and I'm putting in 2 milliliters. So I've still got 3 left. It's still a bit of pre-lather, as you can see. The bubbles are still quite big, but it's already getting a sheen. It's getting some slickness to it. Okay, you can see the sheen now, and it's already starting to get the peaks, but it's way too sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another 2 milliliters in there. So now I have 4 milliliters in there. And I don't normally measure the water when I do it on my own, as in off camera. I'm just doing this for especially you who are starting out and don't know how much water some soaps can take, just to give you a sort of an idea so that you can get a feeling for things and replicate things, and then you can go your own ways as soon as you've found your method. I normally do it just by eye and by feel. Okay, you can see this is now starting to come out the bowl, and you can see it is like a bit of a meringue, an Italian meringue, and there's lots of it, lots. I'll add my last milliliter in here, so we have 1 teaspoon of water in total. And this has gone past the pre-shave. It's now got fine or hardly to be seen bubbles. And I'll do a fingertip test in a second. Okay, let's take some and do the test. It's got glide. Has it got protection? I need to work this a bit more. Okay, you can see it's got peaks. Yeah, got peaks. Let me test again. You can hear it, but I think it's still a bit too sticky, so I'm going to add some more water. It can be a bit more creamy. So I'm going to add, hang on, half a teaspoon. That's 2.5 mils. I'm adding 2.5 mils. And working that a bit more. It's got a beautiful structure, can you see that? It's got a gloss. Let's have a feel. Let me dry my fingers first. There we go. I'm taking some off the brush. Yes, it's a lot more creamy now, and you can still hear the peaks, but it now leaves a protective layer on the finger. If you go like this, you can still feel glide. That means it's got protection. All right, here we go. Let's start. So I'm going to have to move this camera, otherwise I'm going to be standing in the corner here, in the corner of the bathroom. Right, just move this camera a little bit over like that. Okay, right. Let's get some of this on. Here we go. There's another point I wanted to mention. Is that if you go too slow with the razor, you can skip over your beard. Of course, I don't have a beard per se, but that does happen. I notice it with my husband. If he goes too slow with DE razors, not a good flow of, what shall I say, movement. then it just skips over the beard. So you do have to have a certain amount of movement. Of course, with the fluff and just the few bits of coarse hair I have, I don't get the same sort of problems. So even though you can see there's no apparent soap now on this side here at all, and it's still gliding fabulously. Oh, sorry. That's round one. I know it's not called round. I just can't get used to the terminology. Oh, here we go. I like calling it round. I'm actually already there. I'm just going to do one more because I have so much soap left, and then I'll be completely baby bottom smooth. I will put my glasses on to see whether I've got any more fuzz left. I can't see that from this distance anyway. Okay, here we go. Second round. Fantastic stick soap. Very good price. Not as cheap as the Palm Olive used to be, but for what it is a superb soap. It glides well, smells good. Did I just shave that off? I'll just shave my sideburns off here. I don't know. I want to be careful about this spot here. I'm not going to go over that again. So now let me just wipe my face. Oh, I finished my book, by the way. I finished Painted House. Very unexpected ending. Enjoyed it a lot. Easy reading. And quite telling. I'm actually there already. Let me just dry my face. Put my glasses on just to check. No music this week, didn't listen to anything. Ah, that is smooth. Super smooth, and I didn't cut this, thank goodness. I hope this is going to go away pretty soon, because it actually hurts a bit. There you go. Right, now, aloe first. Let's see how close this is. It'll sting if it is super close. Put some in my hand. Not rash close, that's good. Yeah, it stings obviously here a bit. This is squeaking. Squeaking over my skin. So, let's just dry this off quickly. Da, 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 da. Yesterday was such a miserable day. Rain, and more rain. Super miserable, and it was quite cold as well. And today we had a grey start, and now the sun's popped out. That's dry, so I just want to put my glasses back on. Where did I put them? Over here. And I want to show you I've still got loads left. So for people with a real beard, there'd be, I think, at least 2 full passes still left in there, not the mini passes that I have done. So now to the aftershave. I'm looking forward to this because I hardly ever use it. I don't know why. I keep forgetting that I've got it, but I love the scent. A little bit of clove in there. Well, if you don't like clove, you won't like this. And it's actually, I just want to show you, see how thick that is? It doesn't run off your hand. This is a good quality aftershave balm. The Nivea, by the way, always runs off your hand. That's super thin. I find it's not so easy to get out the bottle, this one, but it's a lot easier, lot more easy to apply. There we go. And I do like the scent of this a lot. And it feels instantly creamy, moisturizing. And the clove obviously is an antiseptic. So that will do this spot good too. So that was the super fast boots shave today. That's all there is for today, and I will see you on Wednesday. Hopefully. I always try to do it midweek as soon as I can. So, bye bye, have a lovely weekend, bye.